Hey everyone, hope you're having an amazing day. Today we're heading out of town on a camping trip. I got the Friday off from work, so we're going to head out on a full weekend long camping trip. It's going to be a solo camping trip, and it is going to be a lot of fun because not only are we going camping, we're going off-roading, and we're going to go rock crawling, which should be a ton of fun. Now, I got my bags packed, I got all my clothes, but now we need to get everything loaded on up here, and we are bringing some pretty epic toys today, which I can't wait to rip around and really put to the test out on those trails. You guys can see we are going to be taking our 2006 Chevy Silverado, an old farm truck. We're going to put one of those bed campers in the back here, put a trailer, and we're going to be bringing with us here the brand new Honda dirt bike. Just picked this up a few days ago, and we are going to be taking our Jeep Wrangler Limited. Now, I just finished a full build on this. This thing, guys, is built for some serious rock crawling. Look at that. We have a winch up front. We have extra cool features on it, fender flares, so many cool things like that here. But, I mean, this is probably going to take a half hour to get loaded up. We have a lot of tying down to do, and we also do have to put the bed camper in. So I think the trailer is off here to the right hand side, and this is off to the side here. So you guys can see this is a camp. It slides in, and this actually attaches to the fifth wheel, so it should work pretty good. So I think let's get started on this. Like always, guys, there's a full mods list link down below, and if you do end up enjoying today's video, please hit the like button, as it does help out with the YouTube algorithms. But I'm really excited to be taking the 06 here. I'm a huge fan of this body style. You guys can see we have aftermarket wheels and tires. This thing is a sweet, sweet truck. I put thousands of dollars into this, and it definitely looks to be one of the coolest 06s probably here in town. Guys, it looks like we're lined up the best we can get here. There's really not too much room forever. Let's put the tailgate down, and this should go no problem here. But I haven't actually used this in a few months here, so I might have to do a few small adjustments and things like that. That took a little bit of time to get all lined on up here. We are fitting right inside the bed. This is an 8-foot bed. It is a little bit tricky here, so I'm going to get this all set up, and we'll catch you back. Since it's going to take a little bit of adjusting, we have to put the stabilizers up, and we got to get it strapped down in all four corners. It took us roughly 45 minutes to get the camper all set up. That's from backing up to getting it all strapped down. And you guys can see it definitely looks pretty sweet here on the Duramax. And I will say, I think the dually is probably the way to go here. This is probably a few thousand pounds at the least. And the dually is actually going to help us on out, especially towing something like an off-road SUV. That's going to help us on out quite a bit here. But we do have a tow trailer, which I think is going to make loading a little bit easier here. But I think I will get it loaded up, and I'll catch you guys back. Doing a quick run around here, making sure all the straps seem to be tight here, but here we have it, guys. And I will say the Jeep Wrangler looks even better outside here, but let's hop on in. We roughly have about an hour and a half worth of drive in here, no problem. Hopefully we do not run into any problems here. Probably gonna burn probably about a tank or two worth of diesel, since we aren't gonna be getting much gas mileage, but no problem here for us. But like I mentioned, guys, this is gonna be a full week-long camping trip for us, which is gonna be a lot of fun. Now, if you guys are new stopping by for the first time, please consider subscribing. We're getting so close to 100,000 subscribers, and oh boy, I will say I always look forward to these camping videos. These are a ton of fun. Sometimes we go camping with a homeowner series, other times we do kind of these pretty neat videos just like today, but I will say this has to be one of our coolest camping setups in quite a long time. Today, guys, we're on the KST map. This was actually released way back in FS19, and it was actually recently brought over to FS19. Hey, maybe, guys, we might see this here in FS22, but looking at the GPS, it looks like we're going to do a little bit of freeway driving, so we're going to have to be a bit careful. We're a bit oversized, and it is going to take us a lot of time to get up to speed, no problem. But I will say, guys, this 06 Duramax is probably one of my favorite trucks here in Farmington. I really do like it from the body lines to the interior. It's just kind of a nice old school truck, which is just a pretty sweet thing here. Let's see. Yes, this is a street here. We always want to make sure we're taking the proper ones here, but sometimes we do end up getting lost. Alright, we're turning onto the highway, guys. Let's see how the Duramax gets up to speed here. We do have a pretty heavy cargo between the camper and the trailer. And oh boy, guys, she's definitely working pretty hard here. Really going pretty high here in the rev range. But we do have a tune on it. And I will say, guys, that it probably helped us on out there quite a bit. And I will say, these old farm trucks, I just have a huge passion for buying and driving around town. Because farmers keep really good care of their trucks. And they always have nice configurations and things like that here. But I think we are actually coming up on the road here. We have a huge bridge that we have to cross over. The end of summer is just around the corner. I'm going back to school here within the next week and a half here, so I thought 1 or 2 more camping videos would be a lot of fun and a great way to kind of call it for the summer here. But you guys can see, look at this bridge. This thing is huge. This is unbelievable here, which is pretty cool. But I actually did bring a few extra GoPros with me, which I'm so excited for, especially on that trail. I really want to see if we get some pretty cool perspectives and just kind of do that as well here. And hey, maybe we could put one on as we rip around with the dirt bike, which should be a pretty cool thing. But we are actually right around the corner here. We have to look for the dirt road, and then it's probably like 10-15 minutes worth of driving on dirt roads till we find our campsite. Well, the off-road camping trip truly begins here. You guys can see we're going off the trails. Luckily, we do have fuel off-road tires, which is definitely going to help us on out. Hopefully, we don't end up getting stuck here, but we do have a winch on the Jeep. Maybe I should look to maybe buy one of those hitch receiver winches that might come in pretty handy here. We have 4x4. We got the locking differential engaged. We want to make sure we do not get stuck because this is going to be a bit tricky. I'm not sure if a tow truck can come on back here in these backwoods, but we are actually in Colorado, which is always a favorite place of mine. They have great mountains, great trails, and we're just gonna have a great time for the weekend. And I think I might be able to get Monday off if we do want to stay an extra day or two, but we'll just have to wait and see how things play out. This area to the right hand side looks like a pretty good camping spot here for us. There looks to be not too much brush and trees, and that is going to help us on out quite a bit here. So let's get pulled on in. Definitely a bit of a bumpy ride here all the way. Definitely bouncing a little bit more than what the camera can really show, but I'm actually going to get everything unloaded here. I do want to put the stabilizers down, get the camper set up, and then we'll catch you back. Here we have it, guys. The campgrounds is all set on up here. You guys can see we got the Jeep, we got the Honda unloaded along with we got this set up here, which is pretty cool. So you guys can see we have a pretty nice canopy along with a nice area up top there. So that's a very nice bedroom here. Now, one thing I did do, I did decide to lift it all the way up here. I think that's probably just the way to go as well. And I think that is pretty cool here. But I think, guys, now it's time. We got to head to the trails. That's one of the reasons why we came here. So let's hop in the Jeep and let's go ripping on those trails. Like I mentioned, guys, this Jeep is built for rock crawling. We have a full rock crawling suspension on it, which is pretty exciting. And they did say that the trails were just around the corner here. Oh, here it is. Wow, that was a lot closer than what I was expecting it to be here. This should be a lot of fun. First time ever going rock crawling here in Farm Sim, and this is going to be a pretty epic thing here. Now, we will definitely get some pretty cool camera perspectives, but oh boy, guys, look at this first one here, like 4 feet worth of rock. We have to see if we can climb right up and over. Let's see how the suspension does. We have to go nice and slow. We don't want to be breaking anything on it on the first rock here, but look at this suspension flexing, and oh boy, guys, look at the trail all the way up the mountain. This is gonna get tricky. Hopefully we don't get to rolling over or even needing the winch here. As we're approaching the peak here, guys, we are getting a little bit of wheel spin. Let's see if we can power right on through. We do have 4-wheel drive activated along with the differentials, which is definitely going to be saving us here today. Hopefully we don't have to get the winch out. That means that the Jeep cannot handle it here, but oh wow, this almost looks like something that would cause us to roll over. Let's see if we can be as careful as we can here. Wow, look at that suspension flex and really doing its job here. Oh boy, almost feels like we're going to roll over here, and we also do have to make a turn. Look at this, guys. Oh boy, this is pretty cool here. We do not want to lose control though and go flying down the mountain. We're approaching the start of the trail, guys, but we are coming up on a pretty tricky area. Look at that suspension flex, and no problem. Wow, that is unbelievable what this suspension we put on here. I'm not exactly sure what the brand is, but oh boy, it definitely got to work out here for us. Really quickly, guys, we made it all the way to the top and bottom. You guys can actually see the trail here. That was so cool. First time rock crawling. Let me know if you guys have ever seen any videos here on it, because it is pretty intense. Making sure you do not roll, go sliding down the hill, or run into any problems here doing a little bit of kind of a nosedive down there off that rock. But let's get on back to the campsite. Let's go ripping around now. Now, guys, I did pack a lot of snacks here, which is probably the way to go here, but I think we'll probably cook up a few burgers. We're probably going to make a fire, have some s'mores, and just have a great time here enjoying the warm weather. It's mid-80s, which is actually the way I like it here. I like it warm, but not too warm, like 90 or 100. Let's go ripping around here. I believe this is a 150 Honda as well. This thing is pretty sweet here. Now, one thing about Colorado, guys, some pretty epic mountains, getting some pretty awesome air. Well, guys, today's been a ton of fun so far. Here we still have 2 more days, so we have a lot more rock crawling to do. There are a few more trails, and there are actually some dirt bike trails, which I'm going to have to find. I'm not sure where, but that should be a pretty fun thing to kind of look around for. But I think, guys, I'm going to put down the camera, and I'm probably going to make a few burgers for dinner. But hope you guys enjoyed today's video, off-road camping, and some rock crawling here with a Jeep Wrangler. But until next time, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next one, and subscribe for more.